Welcome everyone to Tomb Raider 3. This is my first official Tomb Raider as a walkthrough, and I decided to go with Tomb Raider 3 first because it's actually my favourite one. I'd like to eventually do a walkthrough for all the Tomb Raider games. I'll likely do them in no particular order, and obviously it's gonna take a long time to get through them all. For now though, I'll let the rest of the intro play and I'll be back in a moment.
Yelling myself hoarse on this radio every day. It's just the weather dumps on us frequently here, and maybe my transmission doesn't get through. I don't know.
I can't understand one word of what you say, Willard.
It's all going swell, sir.
Get the bit up! Get it out!
Turn it off! Off! Hey! Switch it off!
Think you better come and check out Site 2. What about this?
Blow through it! Found more meteorite.
Nah, something a little younger than that.
No! Billy!
I don't want you to set that explosive, do you hear me? I do not want you to set that explosive!
Wretched pyros. This place has a busy history.
Okay, so this will be a no meds walkthrough, just like I usually try to do where possible, and I'll see about following up with the gold expansion, the Lost Artifact. So what I'm going to do is let you guys decide where I'll visit next. I'm sure you're going to try and make it challenging for me by sending me to Nevada last, but for the video of the first level of each location, I will put a poll in the description. I will appreciate it if you do use the poll to vote instead of leaving your request in the comments. It just makes it easier to keep up with. And the poll will close once the video of the last level of a location has been uploaded. So the poll is open right now and will close the moment the Caves of Kalia is uploaded. So we do have to wait for load screens. I'm playing on the PlayStation for this playthrough, this walkthrough. And let's go. New game. Okay. So we've not been given much information on why we're here in the jungle, but Lara is looking for the Infada Stone, which she possibly heard about from the locals during her visit to the Imperial Hotel in Calcutta, which is shown in the starting cutscene from Tomb Raider 1 and Anniversary, but that had to wait until Adventure 3. So in this starting level, we are looking for the temple where the Infada Stone is supposedly residing. So straight away there's a secret we can get. We've got a slope we're going to go down as well, so we want to get the secret before we start sliding down the slope. So you can just walk forward and do a standing jump, or you can go to the left hand side to reach it, but I always opt for the right hand side. So jump over that first section. There was a slope there, and you can see just on that more yellowy section, that's what we're going to aim for. We need to jump to there. So you can see straight ahead as well, there's some flat ledges. That's where you would jump from if you went to the left side. So you do want to be careful, you don't want to just jump in the wrong spot and completely miss this. So we've got the shotgun and some Uzi Clips too, and it's kind of annoying. This is the only game that does not show you in the bottom right hand corner what you've picked up. So that's a little annoying. So when you're ready, you can just slide on down. Be careful of the spikes. Gonna veer left because I want to hit that ledge on the left because we've got another chance to get yet another secret. So more items, shotgun shells, and a Medpack, which you can grab. You can stand here, and there's some rumbling. That's because there is this boulder here that's coming towards you, but it doesn't pass that tile, so we are safe. So for the secret, just come to this point. You don't want to be too far forward, otherwise as you try and do a running jump over these tree roots, Lara actually stops and then jumps, and it messes up the jump and you will miss. So don't be too far forward. Okie dokie, and then up here, and there we go. So there are save crystals in this one. With it being on the PlayStation, you need save crystals to save the game. If you do not have save crystals, you cannot save your game. So obviously on the PC version you can save wherever you like, and the crystals just give you back a little bit of health. So PC is easy mode. So to get down, you want to hit this slope. You can grab if you want, you may as well. And you want to be careful when you hop down because of these spikes. So it doesn't matter which side you go down on, you can go left a bit more and then jump to the slope and over the spikes. Or you could be on this side. Okay, so straight ahead is the main area we're going to head to right now, or at least in a moment, because right now I'm going to take another detour for another secret. So another crystal here, you'll want that if you are on the PlayStation. And I'm just going to point out, you see the ground here is moving. That is because this is quicksand, this is all swampy, so you can't go in there because you will sink and you will drown. And the end of the level is actually right over there. It's difficult to see with it being so dark, but if you get the right angle you can sort of see some steps there. That is at the end. So we need to get there, we need to go all the way around though. So now let me go and grab this secret. So you're going to hop up here. Okay, and we've got some goodies round and about just here. This is the secret. So, fun fact, these images of the women that you can see, these are Apsaras, which is a female spirit of the clouds and waters, and also known as celestial nymphs or celestial dancers. And images of these females are actually depicted in Hindu and Buddhist temples. The pose is also significant. It is called Tribanga, I think that's how it's pronounced, which translates to three bent, and is characterized by the S-shaped posture they are showing. So that's just a fun bit of trivia for you. We'll see a lot of these images throughout these jungle levels, so that's pretty cool. So let me try and do a running jump. There we go. It's easy to miss, especially when you think you're being cocky and you just miss a really easy jump. So I won't necessarily say everything I'm picking up. I mean, obviously you can't see in the corner, but on the occasions that I do pick something up and don't say what it is, then you can have a look down in the description. If you're looking for something specific, I always put what I'm picking up at what point. And just here I've picked up grenades, so let me explain the grenades. If I go to the inventory, where's the grenades? Here they are. Each grenade pickup is actually 2 grenades and is counted as a pair in the inventory. They're counted as pairs if you do not have the grenade launcher. So when you have it, they show as single grenades. So I have one pair of grenades, so that's 2 singles right now. So it's a little confusing. I think there is also a situation with the Uzi Clips as well. I have 2 lots, but each lot contains many bullets. I think that's a situation, but I'm not too certain how that one works, so don't quote me on that one. Okay, so now let's continue. So hop down and to that main area that I pointed out. So there is a doorway here. It's easy to miss the doorway. There we go, I made it. And there's a monkey that comes to take this medpack. If you're quick... Oh, he got it before I did. So the monkeys in this first level are helpful. In any other level they will actually hurt you. So in this one it's okay. So they do help you out. So he took the medpack over to here to show me this lever. So I didn't show what that will do, but I'm sure there are many people here that have played Tomb Raider and know exactly what it's done. So that's the slope that I came down. So to get back there you can either go back the way you came, or you can come this way and hop in the water for an extra item. So on the PlayStation, if you hold, I think it's the walk button, and then press inventory as well, you can light a flare without going into the inventory. So there's a small medpack on the ground which is right below the crawl space. So this is the only way out of the water there. You noticed a current grabbed me. I went really quick. So the current got me and there was nothing I could do. So this is the only way out. Okay, so just come to the left and we will be back at this main area. So here's the... Ooh, I hit a slope. Here's the gate that we've just opened. So this will close once we enter. And there are some dark areas in the game. I'm sorry about that. That's just the burden of playing on the PlayStation. But we've got a spiked wall here and we can see behind the wall there's a gap. So we actually want to get through the gap, but we need to move the wall and get on the other side of the wall. So this lever will do that. But before you pull it, just be sure you know where you're heading to get out of the way of the spiked wall, otherwise it will kill you. So we've got this gap here that we can jump to, so when you're ready, just pull the lever and you can use whatever maneuver you want to come out of the path, just as long as you come out of the path fast enough. Okay, so now we can come in and use this zip line that's up here. So zip lines. Hold action, do not stop holding action. You will let go of the zip line and the zip line will not reset. So we've got 2 ways now. You can either go left along the water's edge or you can go straight ahead. I will go straight ahead. You'll want your weapons because there will be a kitty. So you can jump up here. I always miss. If you miss, you can use the 2 slopes here to keep out of the path of the tiger. And if we come around to this very dark corner, there's an item. There we go, that can be tricky to get up. So more Uzi Clips. And over on this block we've got a small medpack, and if you are too slow picking up this medpack, here he is, a monkey comes and takes it. You were too slow, I got it. So he moves it. I'll show you where he moves it to in just a moment. So firstly, if we come to here, we can see a lever in this tree trunk. So that's kind of cool. It's within the tree. So to my right, just up the top, you can see a boulder. So there is a gate behind the boulder, If we pull this lever, the boulder will activate, it will come down towards us, but that's not the gate that will open. There's a gate just to the left of that which you cannot see from this view, but that's the gate that will open. So just pull it, hop twice, and you can easily avoid that. So just in the corner before I move on, if you took the water's edge, this is where you'll come from. But there's also some flares here, and if the monkey took the Medpack, it will leave it right here next to these flares. Okay, so now let's head through the gate that we've just opened. So all there is here is a lever, so that will open the gate right by the boulder that I've just passed. And there will be a tiger. Okay, and at one point you can get into these bushes. I believe there's only one tile that lets you in. And we just have some shotgun shells. And this is where the awesome jungle drums start. I love this soundtrack. Okay, next, the tile in front of the little passage space will spawn another wildcat, another tiger. So once he's dealt with, come on through, come around the corner. And I'll just grab some more items in the trees. So we've got more shotgun shells. The shotgun shells are very generous at the start of this game, but then suddenly they just dry up and you stop finding them for some reason. So the shotgun is very underrated in this game. So before I move on, let me point out this hole. Okay, so everything kind of glitched momentarily for some reason, but let me just splice this in. I was talking about the hole. So if you look into the hole, it's full of spikes, so you can't drop down into there from here because you will be impaled. So this is actually a return path. If you've not done an action later on, you will be stuck in an area, so you will have to come back this way. So you'll have to come back through these spikes and out this way and go back around. So that's a return path and you can ignore that. So come through here under this fallen tree. I think it's supposed to be a tree. It's a very square tree. Okay, grab the crystal, and there's another tiger. Okay, so now come on up the tree branch, the tree trunk. We can do another jump for some more items. There's some MP5 clips. So grab in the air to slide into that gap. And you can jump back. I usually fail. There we go, I made it. And proceed. Oh, I landed on the monkey, sorry bro. So you do want to be sure you jump off that branch so that you don't fall down. So inside the tree trunk there is another secret. So I'm going to get that in a bit, because to get out of there we have to drop straight down, and there is a spike trap right down below. Also, I need to do the action up here before dropping down, otherwise it just becomes very long-winded and I have to go around and do it again. So I'll get that later. So now come through to here. Be careful of these spikes. You can just walk straight through spikes and not take any damage. So Lara did look up just then as well. So she often looks at helpful things. So what we're trying to do now is down in this section we want to open the gate that's just down below. So if you went down without opening the gate, you have to go through that passage with the spikes and do it all again. Also, let me point out, I forgot to mention that there's a crystal up there, so you can get that from where the spikes are, but if you happen to not be lined up properly and you miss the edge, you don't grab it, as you land back down, you'll be impaled on the spikes and you will die. So I'm going to show you a different way to get that. There's a few ways to actually, I think there's only 2 ways to get that actually, but one is to be lined up at the spikes, and then I'll show you the other one on the way back. So you can grab this Medpack, and then we're going to jump straight up to here, so you can climb into this gap, but you'll have to crawl along. That's a low ceiling edge there. So it takes a little longer to crawl, so I'll just shimmy. So eventually you can climb up, and you want to climb up again, just here. And into the dark tunnel. So this lever is what's going to open that gate. If we look up, there is a boulder. So the boulder will also activate, but only once we step away from this tile. I don't remember which tile it is that activates the boulder, but it's not immediate. So before I do that, I'm going to grab yet another secret. We've got plenty of secrets in this first level. So we've got some useless items for now, but eventually we'll get the weapons for them. So you might think that it's useless getting all the items in the jungle levels anyway, because once we get to Nevada, you lose everything. You'll keep your save crystals. If you're playing on the PlayStation, you'll keep them, but everything else will disappear. Okay, it's gonna light another flare and then run for it. Ooh, okay, it was close. Okay, so to get that crystal, let me first hop down. Ooh. Okay. So to get down, you can just use these ledges just down here, but I'm gonna go get the crystal. So do a running jump to here, and you kind of want to be maybe a little on the right hand side, in the middle, but more to the right of this tile, and just jump up to here. It can be tricky because this is sloped. You see, you can't get it every time. Golly Moses, this is taking a while today. There we go. So once you're finally up, it seemed as though being to the left was better that time. Just crawl under that section, and then you can run and grab the crystal. So now for the secret as well, so just crawl back and then come to this side. So from the edge you can easily just do a standing jump and climb on in. We've got 2 more items inside. So we've got some flares. And what's this? MP5 Clips. Okay, so straight down below there is a slope, so you want to jump, otherwise you'll slide down straight into the spike trap. So you can be holding jump, and also get your weapons ready, because there is a tiger, he does run away. So to get out of this seems like a predicament if you're not used to Tomb Raider puzzles, but a lot of people will be used to this, and it's very, very simple. It's just keep jumping to one side and you'll eventually get out of that. Oh, I got the tiger. Okay, he usually runs away pretty quick. So before going through the gate, there's a couple of items in this room, and they are both Desert Eagle clips. Also, if you didn't open that gate and you need to go back around, this is the dark passage with the spikes. So that's the way to go if you didn't do that. That's how to get back around. Okay, so now heading through the gate. There's an item just on the left up here. And you want to be careful here. You'll have some boulder traps. So you can stand here, things will start rumbling, so you can either just run straight by or stand here, because we don't have a boulder here, but we can get another secret through these bushes. So we'll get some more rumbling as well. So that's another boulder, so this side is still safe. And you want to be careful of the hole that is straight in front of me. So there is a Medpack as well. And the secret is down this hole, so you want to grab this edge. Be careful, because straight down below there is a spike trap. So again, let go and grab to grab the next ledge, and it's difficult to see the spikes from a bird's eye view like this, but they are there, trust me. So then crawl in to the secret. Right, so getting out of here can seem tricky as well, so you can't grab the ledge straight in front because it's sloped. If you are a skilled Tomb Raider player, you can do a jump diagonally to get out, but I'll show you a different way. So you can just do a standing jump, but you will need to grab in the air so that you slide and don't hit your head. And again, turn around, and then we can do the same, and we can grab this. Super duper. So now proceed. So I'll take another detour just for an item. To the right hand side there's some Uzi Clips. Okay, and then come to this big watery area. We've got a log that's just floating here, and also we have a chance to take a shortcut. So just down to the left in the corner there is a passage for a shortcut, but I will take the long way, so I'll show you how to do that. So really you may as well take the shortcut because you're not missing out on much at all. So we want to get that gate there open. I'll show you how to do that. So you need to come to the highest point on this log and then jump straight up to this branch. I don't really know if it's a branch because it looks like it comes out of a stone wall. So you can press the look button to get out of that irritating angle and pull the lever, and it's showing you the gate opening. So it does look like it's closing, but that's just the angle that it's at. Trust me, it's open. So hop back down, we're going to jump over to there. So just do a running jump to these rocks. It's very tricky to see where you can stand, but you can stand on all of these. So we can see a bit better now how the gate is open. And you want to be careful coming around the corner because it's very easy to just go ahead and run straight off. So also just make your way along these tree branches. It's also again easy to fall off, so try not to because there are piranha in the water. So down on the right hand side in that corner, that's where I pulled the lever where the monkey left the medpack. So if you do fall in and you don't get eaten by the piranha, you can try and use the same path to get out of the water, but you will have to come all the way back around. So now another zip line, so don't let go of zip lines. I wanted to do a running jump up to here, but I failed. So you can come up to here, only on this side you can't come up these sloped edges. So you can do this if you want the crystal. If you don't, there's not much point. And we're gonna play a game of the floor is lava. You don't have to, but if you go down below, there's 2 tigers that spawn, so you can easily avoid them by not going down below. So what we want to do in this section is raise the water simply so that we can climb up into that waterfall area just over there. So that's too high to grab, so that's why we need to flood the area. We're going to swim up to there. So we're just making our way to the opening on the left now, so you can easily jump to these ledges, or if you are on the ground, you can easily jump up that green column in the corner. So more fun oops, I didn't grab that, my bad. Or you can grab this from the ground. More fun facts for you. There would have been a knife in this game that would be used as a crowbar. The crouch roll was also going to be introduced. That's where you're crouching on the ground and you can just do a roll. I don't believe that's in any official games. It got introduced into level editors. And Peru was going to be a location. I'm not sure whether it was going to be an additional location or whether it got changed to something else that's now in the game. But that's just got some cool stuff. So anyway, I swum to the middle simply for these flares. And if this is your first time playing the game, this room can be very confusing. So we do have 2 doors here. So we need to get them open, so if we have a look around, will you find what you need to find? It's very well hidden, to be fair, and it's not an obvious thing. So there is a block here. This is a block, and you know if you can grab things, if you hold action, she will grab. So we're going to move this twice onto the alt tile. Nice, so that has opened this door. All that's inside is a lever. And that has opened a hatch somewhere. It's actually behind the block that we've just moved. So that's pretty sneaky. And this room is where you will come out if you took the shortcut. You see this gate? It's closed as I approach. That's the gate you would swim through if you took the shortcut. So we've got 2 levers here. So one is an important lever and one is only for if you took the shortcut, because otherwise you'll be trapped in this room. So this is the shortcut lever. If you took the shortcut, that's opened gates to get us back out into that main room where I picked up the flares. And that has opened the next gate in that room. So these are the gates for the shortcut. You can go back through the hatch that I opened, but I went this way just because. Okay, and come into this new room, and there is just a lever again. So now the area is flooded. So let's head back. Whoops. Okay, so we can now reach this ledge. So this can seemingly feel like a dead end, but actually there is this ladder. So it can look as though in this section on these rocks, it can seem as though there's actually quite a few ways to go. But there is only one way we need to be heading. There's only one thing we're looking for, and that is this lever. So it's not showing what it's done, so that can be a little confusing. It's actually opened a gate straight down below. Open a gate down there. So you can do an epic swan dive to get down. So veer a bit more to the right, otherwise you'll hit that column. I have learnt from past mistakes. So come inside and follow the water around. It's not a long passage, so don't be worrying about your breath. And there is a tiger, so you want to get out on the opposite side so that he doesn't give you any bother. Oh, hi. Ooh. Okay. He got me though, but it's fine. So before we move on from this section, so there's a couple of items in the dark corners. I hope it's not too dark. I've done my very best to brighten the image without the colours looking as horrendous as they did on my live stream. I have a feeling they will though at certain parts. Nevada was very yellow for sure. So anyway, once you've got the items, you can climb up the ladder. You want to try and be somewhat in the middle because there's a key at the top and there is a monkey that swipes the key. So line yourself up in the middle and just hop forward and grab the key, the Indra Key, before the monkey gets it. So if the monkey does get the key, he doesn't move it and put it somewhere else, he holds on to it. So unfortunately, you'll need to kill him. So sad times, you don't want that to happen. And yes, there we go, there's a tiger. So shoot him before hopping down. Sometimes he does go underneath this ledge, so that's annoying. He played ball today. I don't know why I did a safety drop. I really didn't need to. So also just over there in the distance, that is where I picked up that secret. So this is the quicksand. We're on the other side of it now. And to get over here you can do a jump across the canopy, the trees just here. So I've never ever even tried to do that. I've always just played the full level. So if you're curious about it, I'll try and look up a video just on YouTube that you can look at if you're curious about that. But here is where we're going to use the key. Let me just grab yet another item. Hop the slope just there. And we can use the key we've just picked up. Okay, so we will have to hop into the quicksand just here, but we will not be sinking, so don't worry. And then just head through the gate and we'll get a cutscene.
Hello? Hello?
What? What do you want from me now?
Nothing that taxing. Are you alright?
Well, if you'd all stop, I might be just fine. Just 100%. Just...
If you'd all stop, who are you talking about?
All you, hundreds of you, talking and chattering and breaking my brain up.
Well, I'm not quite sure where you're coming from, but I just want to know about the Infada artifact. In the temple up there.
Voodoo magic and all, huh? I don't touch this stuff myself.
It's not voodoo. Look, is there anyone else here with you?
Yeah, Randy and Rory.
Randy and Rory? Where? What are you all doing here?
Well, they're staying put in that temple. I told them not to. I warned them first. Not doing much now, I doubt, under half a ton of mudslide. Me. I'm leaving. Next bus out. This jungle has rooted enough rot into me. I'd offer the same advice to you, but you don't seem like the type to take it. To care if I said you're gonna die in there. Yeah, die.
Okay, so at the end of each level you will get some statistics, time taken, secrets, kills, boring stuff, and the health packs, which is important for this playthrough. So jungle will be very easy, the jungle levels will be very easy to speed through, so the other ones will take me quite a bit longer. So don't forget the poll is currently open and will close once the last level of a location has been uploaded. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Take it easy, guys and girls.